All right, ladies and gentlemen, we're going to have a short little video here, all right, a broadcast to help you a little bit. Take some notes, get that tablet and pen ready to go. Get to know me, I'm going to get to know you. It's very simple. All right, my name is Ray, last name is Reynolds. I've been out there helping people for 49 years. I was the second largest advertiser in Los Angeles, in California for 32 years, and I was at the Bonaventure every Wednesday night for 32 years as well. Now, I'm going to talk about rules and tools. I know you maybe have a corporation, maybe you have crappy credit. We're going to figure this out, okay? Why can I help you? Simple. I'm Ray Reynolds, Godfather of Credit, Pastor Reynolds, Dr. Reynolds, but hey you, I'm the guy that trained Ken Yarborough, Security Chief at TRW and Asperian. So I help set up some of the rules and tools that no one ever told you. In the beginning here, it's very simple. I like goodies. This is live, so what do we get to do? Write down some what? Questions. Ask me a question or two, please. We'll even open the microphone for you. All right, let's have some fun. In the beginning, I'm going to say no pictures or recording. There will be a couple of pictures I want you to take, so get your cell phone ready, please. The ultimate goal. Now, I'm a person that always want to do one thing. How do I say this? But the truth. I accomplished every goal I've ever had. Every goal. All right, my first million at 14 and a half through corporate structure, first billion at 21, 2.6 billion at 26, and I wanted to change the world. But no one wanted to play. Why? Because they didn't have to pay, it was free. So there has to be skin in the game, I guess, so what needs to be done. There's me in 1981. Highest kick, fastest kick. What am I gonna do? Every time I hear some ding-dong say white man can't jump, it makes no sense to me. But I like goodies. You like goodies? I'm talking about Lamborghinis. I bought my first one at 14 and a half. I never went to high school. I was in Orange Coast College at the time. What? Simple. So I like mansions. I like helicopters, Ferraris, and Lamborghinis. Don't you have those? I got those, but they're not mine. They belong to the corporation. My first series I created a long time ago is Winning the Game of Business. Winning the Game of Business. I put financial freedom, cash flow for your time, page 6, paragraph 3, even though some other people try to use that as well. What is our goal? Simple. Today we have a choice, okay? Let's pretend that you're turning these up and you're really listening 100%. 90% of you have shitty credit. Sorry to say, but it's true. You brought the pain home, you got stuck, you couldn't get any more, and you hurt yourself and your family. Let's pretend you got laid off today. What do we got? If we don't replace our income within 8 months, we will have an oh shit day, week, month, or year. We will not be able to pay the house, the car payment, and what are going to have. All right? And can't even feed the kids. So we have a problem. It takes money and credit to live in this world today. It takes money to get honey. So we got to understand something today. It's very simple. You have 8 months before you have a shit day, month, or year. But what did you do? Now let's understand common sense. Your credit, before you screw it up, you always increase the limits. Always increase them because you need more because you're going to get what? Have your bad day or whatever it might happen to? What do we have to do? I want you to understand, I've analyzed 50 million people. I had some of the #1 infomercials in the world for years. All right, a database of over 50 million people. I have 31 million millionaire clients and 31 billionaires. I incorporate rich and famous people as well. Now, I want to analyze you. What does this mean? I want you to let me look at your personal credit. I'm going to show you how to take a 628 to an 828, okay? But again, I don't believe in credit repair because that's a fraud. Okay, it's also against the law anyway. So what are we going to do? We're going to rebuild the credit. We're going to do what the truth allows us to do. Now, I want you to have 100,000 of personal credit. You're going to think that's crazy. Let's look at common sense. I'm the guy that wrote the rules about 25-20% rule. I created it on the dashboards for everybody. 25-20% rule. Every credit card you have needs a sticky. See, you got to dummy proof this. What does that mean? You get a $10,000 card, you can only use $2,900. If you use more, you drop your score, you get stuck, you can't get any more. You back yourself and family in a corner. There's your problem. That $10,000 card is only worth $2,900. But you max it out. Honey, let's go shopping. Let's go to dinner. Let's piss it away. That's what most of you did. You forgot the sticky. All cards fluctuate but two. Write it down so you can learn these rules and tools. If you would have had this a long time ago, you wouldn't have shitty credit today. They fluctuate, these don't. These are unlimited up to $1 million. So that means if I have no shit day, week, month, or year, I jack these suckers up. They don't hurt my score and drop it anymore. But you jacked up the wrong damn card. Why? I don't know. That's on you. You should have researched to find out the oldest person, most knowledgeable person, and the number one consultant worldwide. By the way, that's me. You might want to play today. Now what we're going to do, cut all the crap out. See, most of you waste $50 every other day. That means if you spend $5,000 on this card today, the payment's $50 a month. What you're wasting and kind of pissing away, you could actually refinance your life through the corporate structure. Now you got a corporation, oh goody for you. Wow, what a concept. You paid thousands of dollars for a piece of paper that's free. All it would have cost is a filing fee, about 30 to 100 bucks at the most. But now you don't know diddly squat. Congratulations. Now here's the problem about a corporation. It's on Secretary of State's website. It's right there. There's your name, there's your corp. And you're on the bank account. When they sue the corp, they sue you. Whether you're the only voice. Corporation can't talk for itself. You got to have someone listen and talk to you. So if you guaranteed something and you're going to bankrupt it hypothetically, under the Federal Protection Act, you bankrupt the corp, guess what? You signed for it. You signed all the goodies, the car, the lease, and the car payment, and even the credit. So the reality is, understand, corporations are not set up to protect you. They're to receive money and pay tax when they're profitable. Per Supreme Court, they're the ones who said corporation's a legal person. So again, I'm not here to be shaping attorney. I'm just going to tell you the truth. So the corporation, let's go to the board. You ready? Get your tab and pen. What happens is Bank of America has bankrupt 8,000 locations. All right, this is a corporate umbrella. These are divisions. Bank of America has corporations owning corporations. Kind of like those ding-dongs in TikTok that don't know diddly squat. You need, 21 LLCs. These guys are idiots. Okay, they haven't made no million and billions of dollars. Some of them even got their caps backwards. Doesn't that look stupid? But that's just my opinion. So again, Bank of America, Chase, Wells Fargo, hell no. This is a line of defense. Write it down. Here's a house. Here's another house. Another house. You know what that means? I have 3 people that can sue me and screw me up. They can lift what? The fall, step, and call one of these bloodsucker attorneys. If I have a line of defense and every piece of property is in a division, if I have a problem, I can do the 3-step. I can disconnect, isolate, incorporate. I can protect the corporation and my family. If you don't do it my way, don't worry. You're going to keep screwing up like you've been doing anyway. Sorry. You have been knocked down by your friends and family, most of you, and you screwed up 50 times in your life anyway. You're wrong, I'm right. I can tell the world that every day. My way, I can get you to millionaire. Your way, look what's happened so far. Did you make millionaire and billionaire yet? Why not? So what do? The next thing is we need $100,000 for the corporation. Now let's understand, they didn't have a solution, so I created daisy chaining of credit. When there was not a solution, I created it and got it permitted through all 50 states. Kind of fun. If I get this card today, $100,000, up and away, I'm entitled to 9 more cards. How many would you like? Every division is a legal person and its own credit file. See, you keep screwing up you and your family. Stop it. It's ridiculous. Why would you ever bring the pain home in the first place? All I ever hear is, I didn't know any better. That's your damn excuse, sorry to say. It puts you basically on check. I've been out there for 49 years in person or online helping people like you. So let's turn these suckers up, please. Now, we're going to partner together. I'm going to tell you what to do, and you're going to follow through. Is that okay? We're going to take this storage unit I bought for one of my clients. I call my clients my soldiers because I get all these escrows going. I need people in place. We got a storage unit. You know what happens? That's $17,350 a month for them and me to the corporation. Absorbing the money. Would you like $17,000 plus to your corporation every month? Would you like it or not? It absorbs it, it pays tax when it's profitable. Then you can decide your lifestyle, your income is your lifestyle, and you learn to break even. Or you got an LLC or C Corp, goody. When we're done, to get your first $35 million, you're gonna have an S Corp. IRS code 1244. But again, we're gonna play it my way. Because I think your way, sorry, I'm gonna tell everybody in the world, I think your way sucks. But again, I'm gonna hold your hand every step of the way. I'm online again, 6 days a week, online or in person. You could be in this room right now if you wanted to, but you're not there, are you? Are you paying attention yet? Before you're laid off or fired the next time, please learn rules and tools. It's simple. 38 steps to reach any goal. 8 times to hear it every time and hear it again and again. And then when you apply knowledge, you got a question to ask. You're going to ask me because I'm not going to let you down. We're going to focus on auto income right now. I think you starting a business to run your business, it makes no sense to me. You're trying to reinvent the wheel. Let's not do that. Let's think about auto income. What did I do? 17 and a half years old, driving my Lamborghini, Owens Coast College. I went to an event, they sold payphones. They say they made $300 a month. Okay, on an average. I'll take 10, please. That's what I did. Then I'd go back to the events again and again. People were complaining. And only made $300 last month. They told you this. It's like people are just not listening or just being stupid. If it cost me $1,600 and makes $300 a month, how many months would it take for me to get a profit to break even? But what did I do? I financed the damn thing. $5,000 is $50 a month. I got to the point that people complained. I started buying their routes, a route again and again. I ended up having 22,000 payphones. That's $6.6 million a month. Isn't that fun? I told you it's a game. Let's play the game to win. Then I had my 19 houses. You see, I had Shakey's. I had basically 31 flavors, Subways. I had donut stores, shopping centers, and malls. Wow! Hell, I'm making money. They told me I couldn't get number 20. I had 19 houses. I transferred to my divisions. Freed up my loan to value problem. Every time they told me no, I said, get the hell out of my way and do it anyway. I'd find a way to do it right. So let's think about auto income. You today should be focusing on $10,000 a month to $100,000 a month income right now. Your problem is you're not learning how to do it the right way. Sorry, I think your way sucks. My way of life is simple. We're going to take my next series called What? The Millionaire's Founder's Kit. I wanted to write books for dummies. I want to call it Books for Dummies, but that was already taken. So what did I do? I created 12 books, one per month, to master. At the end of the year, we have the Blueprint for Success. My TV show and radio show and info commercials were Blueprint for Success. So every time somebody tries to use it, I get to sue them. Then they have to say Blueprint or something else, or put the word the in front of it. So and again, they just all this copycat crap. So what do we do? Here's 12 books and CDs for the Blueprint for Success. There's 1,000 steps, rules, and tools to master. But it'll be up to you. The goal for me is to repackage you. I call it like Humpty Dumpty. I want to rebuild you my way. I want you to let me tell you what to do for 1 year or less. I guarantee if you do what you're told within 6 months, you'll have $1 million company. But again, can I get you to listen? Can I get you to learn? But it's going to be up to you. My investment group is going public in the next 2 years. It's going to be worth about $10 billion. Then I want to ring the bell at the stock exchange. I want you to write down 3 things now. I want you to write down you do, we do, I do. Write it down. I can coach you anything in your business right now to a millionaire, no problem. If we do it together, I'll be your CFO and your attorney in fact. If you want, I'll do all the work for you. See, I want to take away your damn excuses because that's all I hear all the time is an excuse. There's no chance you can fail. The only time you failed is you gave up on you. We're going to be puppet masters. I created the Puppet Master Club a long time ago. Here's Karen. All right, and then here's Linda. So let's understand what Linda did. Linda's been a client since 1996. You got that so far? I made her a millionaire 5+ times. I take this hotel and I guide her. She takes the Hyatt Hotel and turns it into an apartment. Why do we convert something like that? They have a store, they have a what? A coffee shop and all these other pieces. So what happens is very simple. I'm one of the top experts of converting hotels into apartments, by the way. Why don't you take a picture? Once you scan it later today, you'll hear her tell you the truth, how I made her a millionaire 5 times plus. But I wish you would listen 100%. This is only going to be worth $27 million, all right? If she listened to me a little bit more, I'd get her to $50 million. Shaq, I got 3,000 rich and famous people. They're winning the game of business. I believe Shaq is a puppet master. Warren Buffett's a puppet master. It's simple. Don't you want to be a puppet master too? And own the things around you like your Wendy's, your storage unit, your apartment complex? Your problems, you got it wrong. Sorry to say, but it's true. Here is 2 buildings and 2 cars, 2 of the 21 car collection. Now that's 1,013 divisions, by the way. You see, there's always some turd or crappy person trying to hurt you no matter what you do. See, not everybody likes me, nobody likes you. That's how it works. We got to win that game of business. We're going to focus on boring and steady. Can you do that? Boring and what? Steady. Now, I want you to get your camera ready. I want you to take a picture in a moment, not yet. What I want you to do is understand what I'm going to do with you. I'm going to take your corporate, hand you one for free, get you a $100,000 credit card. Then I want to get you 9 more cards. Would that be okay? 9 more cards to play. By the way, here's 12 million. I have 62 million to play with, not counting lines of credit as well. I've been building this since I was 9.5 years old, by the way. So what do you do now? Let's think 10,000, 100,000, $2 million a month. Let's write down financial freedom. Now, you see some people on TikTok, they have to put the word "the" in front of it now because they kind of got sued and they kind of screwed me up. I had to teach them a lesson. Take your picture now. There's what you're going to do, print it in color. You're going to put it on your desk at home or work or the refrigerator, your screensaver on your cell phone and your computer. There's your true future. That's your future, period. I'll get you there if you allow me to. But you need $100,000. Where are you going to get it from? I'm going to build you the credit so you can finance the damn thing and write it all off. Simple. What would you like to do? You can next from there, you can partner with me if you want. This means very simple. Here's a corporation. Now, I was born in a taxi as a kid. My mommy didn't want me. What am I going to do? Go boo-hoo-hoo? All right? It's just the way it works. I got to be Mrs. Hope, the she-devil from hell. Every Wednesday night they had a poker game. And they said a corporation's a legal person. I wrote it down, wrote my boss to go down to the Torrance Police Department. Next door is the library. Man, what does this mean? She was rude too. She walked away. 5 minutes later, here's a microphone, here's a buck. She was a real Simple, I was 7.5. See, I taught myself how to read at 2.5 years old. I have total recall on most things. I write with both hands and talk at the same time. When I got tested at T-Week Junior High, my IQ is 203. Simple, all right? My way works, your way sucks. Got it so far? Now, it says may sue or be sued. What, huh? So it tells you right there in the law book, public record, not here to be suing attorney, that they can sue you as the corporation. So if some ding dong says it's going to protect you, that's a bunch of BS. You're the only voice. From here, I wanted to create something under 17983. All right, I had my shopping centers and all these pieces, and I went to Secretary of State of California. Can I create an entity under a corporation that will pay a franchise tax fee? Modify a form or create one? I got permission to do that. Now, my first corp cost me $10. Same corp today is $30. It gave me $100,000 of credit in the mail. I was 9.5 years old. I had to tell Ted Turner how I did it. Ted Turner is very simple. What do we have to do? It's very simple from there. All right, Ted Turner. Isn't he Turner Broadcast, billionaire person? Yeah. But what do we get to do? I had to explain it. There's 26 ways to use an SS4. So let's understand. Now, my corporation, Helping Hand, had 2 divisions at the back when I started the first time. One was Teach Our Children, which Nancy Reagan turned into the DARE program. The other one basically was the Orange County Blind Center. I got sued. I got named in a lawsuit because I always used the word Braille. I wasn't supposed to use the word Braille. So the lie, what do you tell yourself? Corporation protects you? No, it does not. If you sign for the car, you sign for the building, you sign for a credit card, you screw up the court files bankruptcy, then they can get you anyway. You guaranteed it. So let's understand the right way. I trained Ken Yarborough, literally. He was security chief at TRW Experian. 87, we wrote a book called File Segregation. He says, Ray, I said, no, I don't like the book. You want to tell a lie. I did the division process, and he says, well, that takes 6 months. I don't care. It's filed, it's published, and the IRS hands me an SS4 form. It's right there. See, you had 3 chances to get 3 divisions of you. You blew that, sorry to say, but it's true. Do you want to be a millionaire? Say no. Do you want to be a millionaire corporation? Say yes. How about we do it my way for a while? I set up your corp, set up your divisions, and I go get you the credit, and then I teach you how to put money in an escrow, and we close escrow. I made it foolproof, dummy-proof, by the way. What do? Up to $10,000 a month, if not more. There's the goal. We get to play the game to win. Your corporation, if it does your name, it's called stupid. If it does business, that's double stupid. And if you named it what it does, that's even stupider than that. So a corporation should be managing entities. What does it do? It buffers tax. Corporate credit, it's your write-off in the interest rate. The car is fleet price. From here, we get the free buffet at the what hotel. Division is a line of defense. They're cheap, multiple functions, buy at wholesale price, multiple credit reports, separate liability for real estate. See, a division gives me my line of defense because we're all going to have an oh shit day, week, month, or year. It's just the way it works. So we got to be prepared with a line of defense. Corporate umbrella. Debt follows tax ID, and tax ID builds credit reports. Simple to say, but it's true. We get to play my way because your way what? Sucks. We get to play. Danny's a partner since the 80s. I bought an apartment complex, not through the corp, through the division. Guaranteed as a division, 64 units, so we need 66 divisions. So we can separate liability and we can become the bank. So division, how much do you need? What are we going to do? What type of business? What is your goal? How much money would you like to have come in every month? 9, usually you need 18. 9 for what? 1 million of credit, then 18, 9 locations. That's why it makes it 18. Next, we might need 18 to 36 or 36 to 72. What is our ultimate goal? In my books decades ago, corporation, division, subdivisions, and more, this is up to $16 million of credit. That's the ultimate goal. We could play the game to win. A Wendy's restaurant needs 16 divisions. A storage unit needs is basically 10. Fourplex, duplex, apartment complex. So if we have divisions, we need subdivisions. That's how we have to play the game. To set up the dashboards in 87, what did I do? It's very simple. I set up a dashboard that allows me to start a credit file, Experian, Treasury, and Equifax, with the name of a person, corporate division. All right, I don't need a tax ID until I daisy chain the credit. What we get to do is this. I get to add you to my dashboard. I get to use my card and ask for an unauthorized user card for you. All right, before I finish with that application, it gives me the choice of ask for separate billing. Now you get your own damn card. Is that okay? Or use my history? So if we do this correctly, it's very simple. 3, 6, 9, 12. How many divisions do we need? 21. What happens is very simple in a division process. Do you want credit with or without? When I broadcast, what I do currently until the end of this quarter is I'm going to give you 9 divisions at $9.99 if you did it today. They're usually literally $1,000 a piece. Okay, and it would have cost you $4,500. But again, what do? If today you wanted 9, 18, 36, or 72, there's your price. There you go. But that's good today during the broadcast. You can call the office or Zelle, whatever makes sense to you. The next thing is we need subdivisions. 9, 18, 36, 72. Divisions need subdivisions. If you Zelle for any of this, you get a 10% discount. But that's up to you too. What is our ultimate goal? Let's take corporate credit, all right, and let's use it to finance the dream. And because borrow money is not taxable, this is not you taking the chances, the corp and the divisions, and we buy our lifetime income. Lifetime income should be a fourplex, an apartment complex, a Wendy's restaurant or something, or a storage unit. So let's understand, if you need $100,000 of credit today, it's pretty simple. The office is charging you $10,000, 10%, no problem. They are giving a little discount. It's going to save you $2,000. If you did it right now through me, I'm giving it for half price. But that's a Zelle now. That's not later today. That is now. That's $100,000 for you. If you need $100,000 for the corporation, all right, should I double it or discount even more for you? Well, let's see. What's going to happen is I'm going to do $200,000, $100,000 for you, $100,000 to the corporation, and that price would be $7,000 if you Zelled it today, and you can take an extra 10% off that too. But that's a now. Take a picture now, please. This is our Zelle. I love Zelle. It's a now, Zelle. You need to call the office, pretty simple, 800-254-9506. Use a card, they charge 5% more. Talk to one of our specialists. The goal is to repackage you kind of like Humpty Dumpty. That's what my goal is. How can I get you to listen and learn? I'm online 6 days a week or in person. Done that for 49 years. The only Saturday I ever took off is because it landed on Christmas. So I've been trying to dedicate myself to help many people, millions and millions. Now today, you could have brought someone to this webinar with you. If they buy anything, you get 10%. Would you like store credit or would you like me to Zelle you $1,000 today? It would have been up to you. For me, as a little boy, they were always nosy because they knew I was being used and abused. How you doing? My answer is the same thing today. It's always been my signature. Always good. Always good. Thank you, Jesus. Why? Because I wouldn't let him steal my peace. I keep that mindset strong. I have to blueprint you to get to know you. We're going to get on the phone for an hour, by the way. We might be even on a Zoom. Now, I want your partner of life with us for that 1 hour. I want to look at past, present, and future. Do you have a bankruptcy or tax lien? Did you mess up Chase or American Express? Do you have a family or corporation? Do you have divisions? The goal is simple. We're going to get an irrevocable trust because we have to plan to live and plan to die. Car, house, these goodies. We're going to repackage you. Well, that's where I started the Blueprint for Success over 40 years ago. So if you want a blueprint call, it's usually $2,000. If you did it while we're broadcasting now, you get it for half price, $9.99. But again, that's you calling the office or Zelle now. If you partner with me in anything, you get the blueprint call for free. If you just want that today in Zelle, save 10%. The ultimate goal is repackaging like Humpty Dumpty. Now here's the form I got to modify. There's a 4A and B, and we go C, D, E, and F. Let's say I find a storage unit or Wendy's to go into, and I want to invite 3 of you into it. We might each $25,000. We take it off what the lines of credit help build you. So what do we get to do? Your division will be 4A, my division will be 4. The only way I can say this is one time in escrow, no one can screw you out of money. You've been ripped off by friends and family. You tried to co-sign for someone that hurt you anyway. You even screwed up yourself. So the reality is no one can screw this up unless you don't follow through. Escrow is going to be certified. Everything is cross the T's, dot the I's. Would you like to partner? Would you like 25%, 50, or 75% of a project? Let me know. I've been doing this with my soldiers, as I call my clients, since 1987. That's how I made millionaires and billionaires. So today it's pretty simple. You're going to be in this program. If I do coaching for you and your business, for a year it's $30,000. If I'm coaching as a partnership, we're going to have some skin in the game. So what do? Every other week we're on the phone. What are you going to do? You're going to get to the what? You're going to get to what I call the summits or boot camps. It's normally $23,000. One left. For the last group of 10, one left. This means the last person, you're getting it for $10,000, period. That's 10 grand. That's the ultimate goal. If you Zelle that, you save 10%. Well, that's a now situation. If you got to put $2,500 down, you can do that too for that $23,000. But again, so you payments or you pay in full. That's how it works. The goal is the Ray Reynolds University, my 22,000 square foot building. We got up to $1 million a day. Irvine Spectrum, One Technology Drive, simple. What did I get to do in 2009? I got to take on one of my yachts. And someone had a virus and I got to die in the next day in a coma. Kind of sucks. What is our goal? Safety credit, plan the problem. What do we get to do? Line of defense. I got to die, come back and find out my $3.7 billion was gone. What did I get to do? Rebuild it. Why can't you? You see, when I created the 29% rule, all dashboards to this day say what needs to be said, under 30%. Credit Karma during the pandemic, I wanted to sue them. They kept saying 42%. That was completely wrong. Again, 0 to 29 is green, 30 is yellow, 50 is red. I set up the rules and tools, people. It's about time you get them and learn to play and quit jacking up the wrong damn card anyway. All cards fluctuate, but 2. These don't fluctuate. There's your 750 score. Why did you jack up the wrong card? I didn't know any better. Why didn't you? Why didn't you research me? If you plan the problem, you get to win. Isn't it the goal about winning the game of business again and again? Analytical 750. Here's a company I'm endorsing for one reason, because they have all 3 agencies and they call you every 46 days and they tell you what to do. I love that. All right, they're not doing credit repair, which is a fraud. See, I need to have Experian, because that's what Chase uses for personal business cards, because they have cards up to no interest for up to 22 months, kind of like free money. Credit Karma needs to be fired. All right, everybody complains about it. It doesn't work half the time. The scores are wrong anyway. It's a joke, in my opinion. I want to do a commercial, say you're fired. We have these t-shirts going to be done for Analytical 750, and the back says, we fired Credit Karma. Simple. That's what we need to do. See, they're going to hold your hand. All right. They're going to call you every 46 days. They're going to charge you 25 bucks a month. And then they're going to tell you what to do. Then the next thing is their new dashboard is going to analyze your personal and your business credit, Sperry and TransUnion Equifax business, and even Dun & Bradstreet. What is the goal? To help everybody get through that process. There's me in that coma. I died at 5:41. It kind of sucks. I get to hear my wife basically falling apart. Calls Ron at the office. He goes to my office to steal my books and CDs. Tom sells my websites to a porn site. I mean, the people you think are going to help you, what do they usually do? They kick you while you're down. Well, what did I do? I got to come out of the coma, 2011. I built $1 million of credit in 6 damn weeks. Why don't you? I have my 3 divisions, me and 5 closets. I bought my wife her next dream house. As long as my wife is a happy wife, happy life, she leaves me alone so I can go do what I want. So she's happy, I get to be left alone and go conquer the world. That's my job. If you like what you hear today, Yelp me, please. If you don't, leave me alone. Please don't say anything else. You see, I don't know why Yelp's got a little screw up. I got all these good reviews and they keep burying them. I guess they just want to sell shit. See, I had these people last year putting me down, 12 of them. I sued them each for $100 million. I'd help the devil if he stood here today. I help everybody 6 days a week. So if you screw up my program, don't lie. If not, I'd have to sue you too. So understand, take a picture right now. See, supply credit from a corporation turns into cash. Now you can reduce your debt, have no excuses. If you want me to coach your current business 3 months, 6 months, or a year, I can do that. We might give you $50,000, $100,000, or $200,000 of credit. But that's coaching you. That's not partnering with me. But this is up to you too. What's the ultimate goal? There's your Zell today. I would tell you to get on that phone now, call the office and talk to a specialist, 800-254-9506. I'm going to always look behind the curtain. When they tell me no, I'm going to research and find a way, because no doesn't mean no, it just means they just don't know how. And I don't need people to know how to do things. Kind of like when you ask your friends and family their opinion and they haven't done diddly squat. Why would you ask the wrong people in the first place? But what are we going to do? We're going to stay safe, strong. We're going to do our best. Jesus does the rest. Amen to that too. You got a question? Ask now. Raise your hand. We'll put you on the speaker too. If not, then you're going to have a blessed day. The ultimate goal is very simple for you. So, all right, let's do this, ladies and gentlemen. Call 800-254-9506. Let's do our best while God does the rest. Amen to that too. Never forget at the end of the day, God loves us all.